Hello dear viewers, in the previous video we broadcast the first part of the Vikings and provided information about the states they fought and the territories they marched on. In today's video we will talk about the lifestyles of the Vikings. Viking houses. Viking houses were often one room. While the Vikings lived in larger houses, the Vikings often built their houses from wood, but because of scarcity of wood in Greenland and Ireland, they built their houses with the help of local stones. The width of the wall there was 90 centimeters. In the middle of the house there was a barbecue, where food was prepared. Weapons of the Vikings. The inhabitants of Scandinavia used spears since ancient times. As evidenced by archaeological findings, the Viking spear differed from other spears in its weight. These spears were not used for throwing, but for use in battle, but the Vikings also had spears for throwing. The Viking axe was 90 centimeters long. The axe could be easily used in battle, so after one accurate blow there was no need for a second one. The axe was very good in attack, but it was useless for defense. Axes were popular among the Vikings. Thus, the Vikings rulers Erik Haraldsson and Erik Blodex used the axe. The main factor in the Norman victory at the Battle of Hastings was the powerful weapons of the Vikings. During the Viking era, the most popular weapon in Europe was the sword, and in Scandinavia there were swords called skramasaxar. These were long-tipped swords with a single blade. Over the years, swords changed in Scandinavia and evolved into what is known as the Viking sword. The Scandinavian sword was long and heavy. The Scandinavians named their weapons, so the Scandinavians tried to give well-used weapons a memorable name, such as Fire of Battle. Viking axes and swords were decorated with gold and silver. One of the most beautiful methods of weapon decoration was when making a gun handle. Both copper and silver were injected into a handle, thereby making the handle of the gun black and white. Viking armor was similar in type to Spartan armor. This can be seen by looking at the helmet of the 10th century. Also, according to some sources, the Vikings went to war in horse-shaped helmets. Ships of the Vikings. The ships of the Vikings were their greatest achievement. Vikings often described their ships in poems. Vikings made surprise attacks with relatively light ships. The downside of ships is that they cannot sail very well. Viking ships differed from other ships in the number of oars, so the smallest Viking ship had 13 pairs of oars. The first ship had capacity to carry 40-80 people. Many large Viking ships were painted. Viking ships often had dragon heads on their prows. Dragon tails were often depicted on the back of the ship. Depending on the structure of the ship could also sail against the wind. Several Viking ships are kept in Scandinavian museums until our time. The most famous find is a ship found in 1880 and dating back to 900 BC. This ship has a length of 23.3 meters and a width of 5.3 meters, and the ship has 32 oars. The ship has 32 shields. Religious beliefs of the Vikings. The Vikings believed in the gods of the north. They were Odin, Thor, Tyr, Freya, and others. Preciously because of their religion, they were merciless to their enemies in battle. According to their beliefs, the warriors who died with weapons in their hands will go to Odin's palace in Asgard Valhalla in the sky, and they will in the prayers, and they will live like Ragnarok in training battles. All cowards and slaves will fall into the world of evil hell, where they will remain until the end of the world. The video has ended. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.